So it's this is Big D talking. I am a huge fan. I love cooking. I'm really into it, as you know, on the show. I've become It's not a good attraction. This is an unhealthy relationship I have with Sam, the cooking guy, from YouTube, and he joins us on the phone now. Hey, Sam, how are you? We're best friends, and you don't even know it yet.
You know what, Vicky? I would argue that any relationship we have could never be unhealthy.
well,
we share a love of all foods, all things delicious, right?
Yeah, we do. And I also I love the fact that this new book, it's called Between the Buns. Wink, wink, nudge.
By the way, every time somebody other than me refers to the book as the proper name, Sam the Cooking Guy Between the Buns, I have to laugh because it's one of the dumbest names ever.
Yeah.
But the only thing dumber than the name of the book is the cover photo.
Oh.
My head literally between a couple buns.
Oh, my gosh. I love it. So
Which, by the way, was not Photoshopped. That's real.
Well, hey, good for you, man. You got to go all out for your art. Okay, so this is about the best way to like have a sandwich, things between buns. And I have to say, even though I have not received my personalized autographed copy of the book yet, that I'm assuming that there are things like the dopey, like putting chips in between buns with bananas. Is any of that stuff in there?
Well, look, now that you said dopey, okay, I'm going to start by saying there's no dopey banana stuff in there.
Okay, good.
There is dopey chips, but wait till you hear what it's in. It's in the easiest recipe in the book. In fact, I call it the dumbest recipe in the book in the head note. It's a grilled PB&J. And just go with me for a second. In the sandwich section is a grilled PB&J. There's way more elevated stuff in there. But you take a peanut butter and jelly, and it's delicious. You take that same peanut butter and jelly, you put it on maybe some slightly more elevated bread, good whole wheat or something, and then you butter the outside of it, and then you cook it like a grilled cheese. Face down, non-stick pan. You're adding texture, you're adding flavor, you're adding buttery goodness. And then when it's finished,
don't do this.
You open it up.
No. Then
you cram it with some potato chips, and then you close it back up again.
No.
So what you're getting, the chips are playing an important role because they're adding salt and extra crunch to this. And you've already got sweet inside.
And then just add salt. Then just add salt.
He's talking about the crunch.
I know salt is crunchy.
Getting to the crunch. Listen, I'm not going to fight you on this.
I will.
I'm telling you, you write your own cookbook, and then you don't have to put any dopey chips in it. Look, tomorrow on Good Morning America, I'll be making.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay.
He just flexed on you, Big D.
All right.
Got guacamole.
Okay.
And jalapenos
Sir.
and crispy onions in it.
Please,
So give me a
excuse
break.
me. Get your radio show, and then you can come and you can insult your own guests. Please.
For Pat, my friend.
Yeah.
I had.
Is this your
And by
first
the way,
big fight?
You brought it on.
Yeah, this is our first fight,
D,
Sam.
you get beef with a guy who likes beef.
You bet.
All right.
Okay. Can we get serious for a second?
Well, how about this? Let's take a break.
Yeah.
Let everybody kind of reconvene and get their brains right. And then we'll talk some more
I'm
food.
fired up, bub. I'm fired up.
I see that.
Oh, I thought we had a thing.
Sam, the cooking guy, is our guest. He's got a new book. We'll tell you all about that coming up next.
Hey, Sam, the cooking guy's got a new book out. It's called Between the Buns. Basically anything, burgers, sandwiches, tacos, burritos, hot dogs, blah, blah, blah. And it's out, and it's available, and he's awesome. If you haven't seen his YouTube channel, highly recommend it. It is good stuff. It's, you know what, Sam, I like about it is that, first off, your personality is very similar to mine. And also your setup is so bougie. You're outdoor, you're just wagging it right in everyone's faces that look at what I got. And I love it.
So, well, hang on. Let's step back for a second here. Generally, when we refer to something as bougie, we're making fun of it.
No, we're not.
But is my bougie backyard something that you wish you had?
Yeah, I love the big cooking. I'm at bougie in a good way. Sorry, I don't know.
He means bougie in the older way. The older way, when it stood for something fancy.
Yeah, in the early 2000s bougie, I guess. So,
of course,
right.
early 2000s. Yeah.
All right, so let's get back to this thing. You want to get serious about cooking. Now, a lot of people are going to be trying to do barbecuing and whatnot for the weekends and stuff. What do you have for us?
Well, look, I think burgers are a big deal this weekend. Burgers and dogs. Let's just address burgers for a second. I think making the same thing all the time is a bit of a mistake. I preach that on my show. I encourage people to try new things.
Mm-hmm.
I have a couple burger suggestions. Mm-hmm. One of them would be maybe change the protein a little bit. Yes, ground beef is great. And please, guys, tell me, people, tell me that if you're going to just buy straight ground beef, you're buying 80-20, that's 20% fat, 80% lean, because as we know, fat means flavor, and that will give you a better, juicier patty, which results in a better, juicier burger.
Yeah.
But
thank you for saying that, because I'm going to take that sound clip and show it to my wife. Go on.
There you go. If you can find your way to it, a mix of at least 50% ground beef and 50% ground brisket will take your burger to a whole new place.
Okay.
I'm telling you, we have a burger restaurant in San Diego. Our blend at Samburgers for that beef is chuck, brisket, and short rib. And it is nothing short of freaking delicious.
Oh, gosh.
Do that. You can grind the brisket yourself. You can have a butcher do it. And if you can't find any grinder or a butcher to do it, you could take a few chunks of brisket, get them a little bit cold in the freezer first, and then put them in a processor, and a few quick little blasts will pulse them that you can mix with your ground beef. I'm telling you, it's a world of difference. So we've made the patty better. You could, if you wanted, go to ground chicken. Ground chicken thighs are almost next level, and I know people think, I want beef. I don't want any poultry. I don't want chicken. But I'm telling you, it's fantastic. Or there's a burger in the book. It's half ground beef and half Italian sausage. Think of the flavors in that. And there's no grinding involved because that comes already ground. So we've upgraded. We've elevated your patty. A couple other things you can do. Toast the buns for sure. Add a little texture to it. And whether you just plop them right on the grill, that's cool. Whether you butter them and put them in a nonstick pan or on a flat griddle, that's even better because now you're adding a little bit of fat and, once again, fat flavor. And now something on top, and I am a proponent of crispy onions, like the kind that come in that blue can that go in the green bean casserole at Thanksgiving. I like to make my own. It's not a big deal. There's a recipe in the book. You slice onions, you put them in buttermilk, you let them soak, you shake it up, put them in flour, and then you fry them in a little bit of oil. But that crunch, that texture is one of the best things ever. And if you don't want to fry them and you don't want them crispy, sauteing some red onions slowly for about 20, 30 minutes will bring the sweetness out. Will bring the buttery goodness out. Will make them fantastic. And that on top of a burger is just really a thing of beauty. And I won't mention where I'm going to be tomorrow because I will get crap for it. But there's a burger that has sauteed crispy onions and guacamole and sauteed jalapenos involved.
Oh, that sounds good.
Well, Sam, this has been more than I ever dreamed of. I'm going to keep your poster on my ceiling. It is one of the great books that you want to get. It's called Between the Buns from Sam the Cooking Guy. And definitely make sure you check him out on YouTube as well. Just look up Sam the Cooking Guy. And please follow me on Twitter. That way I can tell people.
I will do that. And I know you guys are on every Navy ship. I've been fortunate in my career to shoot on 3 ships: the Asheville Fast Attack nuclear sub, 2 carriers, the Stennis and the Reagan. We spent 24 hours on each. The Navy is one of the best parts of this country. I would salute them, though it's not proper because I'm not in the military. But I love everybody on every ship and every base in this country.
For sure.
I love the fact that you guys are on there with me.
For sure, man. And we appreciate all the men and women across the world helping us.
Don't forget to follow Big D on Twitter. Seriously, at Radio Big D.
Yeah, I wasn't even joking.
I'm doing that right now. Go look for that follow in about 2 minutes.
Okay, cool. I'm going to wear you out on the DMs. It's going to be awesome.
Love it.
Besties. All right, Sam the cooking guy, everyone. Sam, thanks, brother. Appreciate it. Talk to you soon.
See you guys. You bet.
All right, bye.
Hey, if you like that video, go ahead, like, subscribe, click the bell, you know.
You have been told what to do. Do it.